Much healthier.
Okay,
Okay,
my
so we
husband made
start
this
and we
last
say
So
that.
Dave
okay.
is not happy that he did this at 9 o'clock.
night. Oh no, he was a little, well, no.
9:30.
It was 9:30.
You know that every single culture has something that maybe they call it different, but it's like an empanada. I just had something from, where is that? Spring Roll was from
China,
China, right.
Taiwan. Okay.
Chinese, right.
So basically, what is an empanada is in the.
It's a spring.
She
roll.
has to have a
That's
video
fine.
It's
memory for later when she
no
makes it.
problem. It's some type of dough.
Yeah.
Okay, and
With something
inside
like
with
ravioli,
something-
yeah.
a ravioli.
Would you make it beef patty?
A beef patty. You know.
Pasties.
Right.
Pierogi, oh, I like those.
Yeah, let's get into
My
it.
mother-in-law made us empanadas from
North
Colombia.
Colombia is the spices. That's the only thing. In Argentina, there are no hot spices, nothing. No Argentinian food is, the typical Argentinian food is beef. And it's a barbecue.
Okay, now you guys don't eat beef.
They eat the
cowboys.
cowboys.
Well-
Is it a health decision, but you were raised on?
I was raised on beef.
Yes.
Okay, but I was raised in Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires is, if you go to Buenos Aires, you think you're in New York, except that people speak Spanish. Half of the people, more or less, lots of people come from Spain, and a lot of people come from Italy.
Oh, interesting, okay.
Lots of Italians in Buenos Aires.
Really? Okay.
And so the typical food if you go to an Argentinian restaurant, you're always going to have the beef in a menu, and you're always going to have pasta.
Interesting.
Perfect.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
And that's because of the Italian influence.
Awesome. Never would have known that.
Growing
The
up,
benefit of having a teacher here.
Yeah.
so in growing up, nowadays McDonald's. You go to China, they have McDonald's. You go to Japan, McDonald's. You go to Russia, you have many years
Like
ago.
phyllo dough.
You have to take the corn and grind the corn.
And
and
well, we
toast
don't
the
do
corn.
use corn. That's the difference.
Yeah.
We use flour, regular
Yeah.
flour. But what happens is that in the old days, we couldn't, to make raviolis. My mother would make raviolis once in a blue moon. Why? Because you have to make the dough, and then you have to stretch the dough.
Right.
It was a pain in the neck. Great fruits and vegetables, outstanding. Okay, and you can buy already made tops that come directly from Argentina, imported from
Oh,
Argentina.
nice.
Wow, so it's the texture.
And low saltish.
And la salteña,
Oh, I thought it meant low salt.
the original, the Argentinian empanada was developed in the northwest area of Argentina, in a state called Salta.
Oh, okay.
So la salteña means
Yeah, it's that
it
style
comes
or
from
something,
Salta,
yeah,
from the
yeah,
province, like New Jersey or
Yeah.
Colorado or whatever, another state, and this is very inexpensive.
Are there different versions, like since I don't speak or read any Spanish?
Well, it says, well, you can see the picture of the empanada, okay, and it says la salteña, it says fáciles de armar, means very easy to make, to put together, super pack.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, the most important thing
Okay,
that you want, there are two types. Actually, there are
Okay.
3 types of empanada tops. 3 types of dough that you can make. You can have the dough that is made to fry the empanada.
Okay.
Sometimes you fry it. Tastes delicious, but
Yeah,
it's fried.
not so good for you.
We
Yeah.
don't buy it. Okay? So then you buy, it says para horno. H-O-R-N-O. Horno means oven.
Okay.
So it's for the oven, not to fry. Freír is fry.
Right.
You don't want that. Para horno. And
But we want it,
hojaldradas
but we shouldn't.
is like phyllo.
Oh, okay.
So,
I buy that, I don't make that.
right. Okay, so this dough is
Thin.
very thin, and it's gonna, when you eventually eat it, it's flaky.
Oh, beautiful.
Are all the doughs this way?
No.
Okay.
So that when you go, you look for it. Now the beauty is, this is very inexpensive. This is like
$50.
Maybe
I'm
$2.50, $3.
like $1.50, between $1.50 to $2.
Nice.
And you make 20 of them.
Wow.
Okay?
That's pretty good.
And you don't
So-
have to go to Queens anymore, you go to.
And you don't go to Queens anymore, you go to
Even better, we
Huntington.
call Jen and say,
Seatown.
Jen.
Seatown in Huntington Station.
Seatown
And
or
there's
the
a
other
new
one.
one.
At least the new one is
A new
fantastic.
supermarket.
Is it right by Seatown?
It's in Seatown.
Yes, it's on.
No, to get
The
the
new one.
No, but the other restaurant.
The new one.
A
Yes,
little
yes.
further down.
Brand new is almost
Closer to
on Jericho Turnpike.
Okay.
Just north of Jericho Turnpike, you know, and you see it. Brand new, beautiful.
Like Rita's
great-
Isis is on the right, they're probably on
Okay,
the,
I'm not that familiar with one.
if you're heading east, and you
It's
turn
near
south,
Soccer
Rita's
Magic?
Isis, and then the
No,
other
Is
way.
it near Soccer
Okay.
Magic or across from Soccer
It's
Magic?
north
Near
of
Soccer
Jericho.
north
Magic.
of Jericho.
Okay.
North of Jericho, like
One's on-
and chopped onions
Okay,
and saute the onions,
you're ready for that.
right?
Do you put the onions in when the oil's hot already?
Yes.
Okay.
And just a little oil, just
Yeah,
a little oil. Saute onions. When the onions are nice and soft, they're beginning to get a little color. Then you put the meat, and now you start cooking the meat. As you're cooking the meat, you add salt, pepper, and cumin.
Okay.
And cumin is what makes it different.
It's the key.
Argentinian is the key. And how much do you make it?
So spicy.
I don't know what she does.
Right, right.
Is to
Something
taste.
else.
I can't tell you how much. Some people like more
Salt.
salt.
So used to
Some people like less salt. Some people like more pepper, less pepper, more cumin. We have friends of ours
From
that
Argentina.
even from Argentina. They don't like cumin, so they don't put
I don't
cumin.
know that I've ever had cumin knowingly. I probably
Okay.
didn't think I
The-
had.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
So I don't know.
Mexican,
The
Spanish.
I don't know
smell
what it
is
tastes
cumin.
like.
Sometimes you put a little hot pepper.
Okay. And
It's
how,
up to you. You know, some
It's
people
to
like
taste, it's
everything
just
is to taste.
everything is to taste.
You'll taste them and
We
see.
You'll have a
we
taste.
put
now.
to our taste.
They
We
use more
use a
cumin than
significant amount of cumin.
Okay.
You know, to me, you can't have enough cumin.
Okay, right. So is this
But
like?
that's, so, and basically, and that's it.
This
It
is
was just like a,
I'm gonna want to make these.
Like,
What
whatever
We
the-
we just
What
had
is
them.
it, shade?
So that's it, just onions.
So how simple is that?
Pretty simple.
Onions
You can do this.
and chopped
I
meat.
didn't say I couldn't.
You can do it
But
with
she
beef
just-
if you like beef. You know, or
Salt.
turkey or chicken or, and some people make, instead of beef, you know what they put? My mother would make it? Spinach.
Just spinach,
Yeah.
I love
Spinach with the olives, with the onions. Instead of meat, you put spinach.
How could you prepare?
You have to handle it, you're doing it in your
Before.
hands, you don't want
So
to.
that it,
So that it absorbs all
Absorbs
the,
the,
you know.
Everything tastes better the next day.
Yes, so I do it
Except
whenever
for the
I
nuns, they
can.
have to be hot out of the oven.
oh.
Now,
You didn't
the only
mention
difficult
pork.
thing is that,
Do they ever use pork in Argentina?
not really,
Because all the cattle make.
very little pork.
A lot of open mouth disease.
Two things, well, you know, things are a little bit different nowadays. But in the old days,
Okay, what is it? Interesting.
so you can put, like I said, you know, you can stuff it with whatever you want.
Right, right.
Are they soft enough?
Can you put them in the, you have a
Really?
microwave?
Yeah.
And-
You're obviously
They have
not
raisins.
Hispanic in any.
No, but it's born and raised in the Rockaways.
Yeah.
I did wash my hands, you saw me wash my
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah, then we saw you do some other stuff.
A raisin?
Yes.
It's
Do not
tastes
tell
so
me that
good.
like
Yeah.
It's not like
So-
sweet.
I don't like.
And I know that Jennifer and David are gonna eat them. They hate olives, so I don't put olives
So
on
he
them.
wraps
Now the
them
grandkids
differently.
get the
And I
same
wrap
ones,
it, and I
they're
wrap
pretty
them a
thick.
little
They,
bit
they'll eat
different.
them.
Your kids
They'll
like
eat them.
Okay.
I don't like olives either. You can make
I love
special
it.
ones for
He
me.
does, because I don't eat them either.
But you know what,
Oh.
even at Whole Foods, they
But
have
there's one, there's
They
only
have
like one
olives
in there,
in
so
the
you
Whole
pick it out
Foods.
even if it's in
The
there.
first one is
Yeah, I can-
usually like pancakes, you know, they don't
I'll-
come
I'll
out
eat
very
them, I
well.
just wouldn't choose to put them
Okay.
You put some,
He said
like a
first one.
spoonful
Pancake.
of the meat.
I was pancake.
I put an olive. I put some
Raisins.
raisins.
Wow.
Oh,
And
sorry.
if the dough doesn't stick, then we'll use a little water
It's
on it.
underneath the
Okay? And you start at the bottom. See that this dough is still needs to be
Before.
frosted. But that's all right.
And the dough stretches out. The dough stretches out a little bit.
Yeah, it must, because I'm thinking
So you
that's
see?
rich.
So you,
Because the arepas
the
don't.
first thing
they
that
don't
we do
stretch.
is make sure that it's closed.
You use a different kind of dough.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Wow.
You have the corn dough.
Yeah, but it
The
doesn't
masa.
stretch. It doesn't stretch.
You're
And
gonna
then
try
just
to
the
find out
tricky
though, aren't
part.
you?
Yeah, but phyllo, you couldn't do
Look, look, look,
it.
they're turning.
Make sure
He's turning it.
Oh, look at that.
Control, wait.
It's
I'll
turning.
show you. I'll show you.
You're fluting it like a pie.
Oh,
There
nice.
you go.
Oh, I'm never gonna be able to do that.
I'll show
It
you.
is open, but I think that'll be
It's okay,
fine.
they'll be.
I'll show you.
Like
The first one usually.
I
you know,
washed
like
my
said,
hair.
People, I think we had 10 bottles of wine.
Argentinian?
They take
Some of them, sure.
Well, some of it was, this one, not
Some of
that.
them. And it's like it is a party.
If everybody ate this, would you put that in there, the raisins?
No, because I
out?
want to make sure that at least there's one in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if you mix it in here,
Okay.
then some of them will
Got
have
it.
more, less,
Okay.
you
Yeah, it
know.
always does it way.
And you start, okay, so you bend it. It's like making a turnover, an apple turnover.
Yeah.
Well, by the way,
Pick-
you know what I did also many times when I have tops left over?
Sweet.
Take an apple,
You stick it in there.
cut it up in pieces, put it in here, a little cinnamon sugar, and you have an apple turnover.
That's great.
So you see, you
remember
close
that,
it. Now this is a little bit better. You close it, you see, you just kind of pinch it, right?
You're looking at Huntington right after this.
You pinch it,
Is that enough?
Havana.
make sure that so that it's nice and closed. And here comes the trick to make it look pretty. Now, theoretically, you could leave it like that.
Right.
You could take a fork and kind of like,
Right,
you know,
like your mother was.
right.
I have it in
In the old country, see what happens? See
It's
it?
like a braid.
See it? You braid it. So how do you braid it? You put it between these two fingers, and with your thumb, see, you hold it within the two fingers,
Yeah.
and with your thumb, you pinch.
Ah, cute.
Between the two fingers, pinch. Fingers, pinch. Pinch. Pinch.
I'm gonna get that video from May.
It's gonna be on YouTube.
May is too.
Yeah.
Pinch, and then the last one, you
You
fold
better get
over.
him to sign off on it.
Oh, look
I
at
know.
that.
That one looks so nice.
Well, because the dough was, the first one sometimes is.
It's like a pancake. You're
like a
right.
This one is a little open at the end.
Yeah,
No
because
problem?
no, because we put an egg at the end. It's the figure of a cook,
Okay.
So you put a little bit of that. You can put one. You like a lot of things, put two.
I like olives.
You like
Raisin.
this is the sweet and
love it.
sour,
Right.
more, less.
This is very interesting because like sometimes you see people make stuffed cabbage with or without the raisins,
Raisins, yeah.
Hawaiian
Yeah.
chicken with or without
This
raisins.
is all to taste, and if you want to have the kid, this is great because it's hand food. The
Yeah.
kids are running
I
around.
wouldn't put the
Here, have
raisins
a.
in my kids'
You
with
have.
olives, but
Right.
Did your kids
Okay.
like the dulce de leche?
Yes, O'Brien especially.
So now you pinch at the end to see it. I go like this.
But the other
See
two,
it like this, and you just kind of pinch it, and the dough stretches. See it?
Wow, that's what makes it.
Oh, thank you.
Ojalá, that's
Instead
the.
of having to make the dough, this makes it.
Oh, so simple,
This makes the last
so simple.
Yeah.
And then you
Two
just
fingers.
pinch, pinch,
Just a great
I have to
design.
try that.
pinch,
Right up to the
Oh.
pinch,
But, usually the longest
pinch,
thing, it fits you.
pinch,
Pinch.
pinch,
That's right. We have to take.
close it.
Your mother-in-law made them her way when she comes, and then in between, you do something.
I do this, yeah.
Oh, wish her in-laws used to have a
I ordered 3 meatballs.
So you're
You
pushing.
got it, you got
You're
it.
pushing, but
Here,
you're kind of
Lisa, here.
folding over.
That's right.
Yeah, she wanted.
All right, I don't have enough.
Well, I don't know.
That's all right. I don't
That's
The
okay.
little girl, but Sebastian and Max. they-
You see?
It's getting better.
You're getting better. Well done.
Glaze it and make it
That's
brown.
all right. Like
Used
a
to make-
pie.
Put some
Like a
water.
pie.
I used a little water in it.
Okay.
Stop being so messy.
Who
And
did this one? That one is
Oh, wait, wait, I
phenomenal.
missed
It must be
That's
Lisa.
beautiful.
Lisa.
They really look good.
Lisa must make pies.
Not me.
I'm very
Lisa must
impressed.
make pies.
I
Or
think
she
you're
could
going
be.
to.
They are really
Like
good.
this one look
The
like.
You know,
most.
Cook half an hour. What's the
I never
temperature?
knew.
Usually
much
we do
better at this
about
one. I am a dumpling.
325 or so.
325.
For about.
This little guy is almost like a flat Stanley thing.
350.
This little guy is traveling around the country, so he has to take a
You
picture
start
with
checking them
our,
at 20 minutes. Between 20 minutes
I was trying to
and half an
set
hour.
So depending on your oven.
Because the only thing you're trying to cook is the dough. Everything. Go ahead.
Just,
It's stuck.
just touch the bottom.
My thing getting older. James, this is good. You can take it now.
I'm done.
You
'Cause I
finished?
think we're all full.